And welcome everybody to ADHD Talks 3. It has been not necessarily been a minute, but we're just like consistency is hard. But we're trying for it. Of course, I am joined by the lovely Deja Brielle Williams. Go ahead and say hi, Deja.
Hello. Please don't say my government name on the internet.
Oh, cut that. I am currently live with you know what I'm saying, nice baby day. What's on DW Brielle? What I with it?
Anyways,
Uh, I'll bleep it out. It's okay. Ain't nobody coming in the first part of the stream. So, but anyways, today's
it's okay.
topic is baddies, right?
Yes, sir. And I don't think you get an opportunity to watch Auntie, the
No,
little
I didn't.
podcast.
I didn't get an opportunity to watch the Auntie podcast. I saw that it was available on Zeus. And it looked like it was some good production, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. So I'm gonna have to hear from your experience how that was or how that went. But for baddies, I did get a summary of it all. And for the newest episode, it's looking interesting to say the least from where everything has progressed. Excuse me, in terms of like how Baddy's last was when we last left off with it, at least on stream. Because when we last left off on stream, everybody was mad at basically the white girl, the white Hispanic girl, for saying nigga, even though she don't look any type of Negro. And everybody was trying to fight everybody, and there were so many people in the house. Now it don't look like there's barely anybody in the house. She had made a friend that basically lets her say nigga whenever she wants to, but now she's fighting that her and that friend are into a fight. She pushed her 3 times. In my mind, I'm like, damn, three is my limit. And she kept saying, you got one more time. You got one more time. And she kept getting her face. And I'm like, oh, okay, so ain't nothing gonna happen. And then she pushed her and she was basically trying to start a fight. Because that's when she realized, oh no, she pushed me 3 times. It's go mode time type shit. So I was like, damn. Did I get that right? Or did I like basically leave shit out?
No, you part, but
What you say you cut out a little bit?
I said you got it right for the most part.
Mm. And then it was just after that, that's when they went to like the preview for the next show. Cause for the when you like really look at it, the stuff that happened in the beginning wasn't really that interesting. I mean, it was, but it's just like that cliffhanger shit that they be leaving off. It started out with them being like, "Oh, it's eviction day. We have to choose people to kick out because there's too many people here still, and not everybody can come with us." But this time, actually, Natalie has been. Hold on 1 second. All right. Hello.
Girl, you scared the shit out of me.
Now, how did I scare you? I need you to be honest.
Because honestly, I was not. I forgot that you was here. I was literally just taking out my hair and chugging this fucking water. It's ridiculous.
That's crazy. You mid chug with a braid in your hand, and all of a sudden you hear hello. You like, oh shit.
No, not necessarily that, but it
Hyperbole.
wasn't. It
I got you. But where did we last leave off at?
mm,
Um, oh yeah, you said I basically got the gist of it all because that's right. Um, the last episode didn't really get feel like it got interesting to the end because it was eviction day, and everybody's talking about who they want evicted, and they had one of the girls, I forgot who it was. I think it's Diamond, or was it Dawn or some shit like that. But they said they wanted her gone and another girl. Other girl was just like, well, fuck, I'm gonna just accept my fate. But the other girl, her name started with a D, I think her name was Don. She was like, okay, who the fuck is it? Who the fuck wants some smoke? And they just immediately cut to her beating old girl over the counter. When I say beating, I'm talking about that girl was up in there. She started throwing a couple punches, like, looking like a girl fight. And when she was like, had her leg cooped up over the countertop when she was sitting on the counter. Then it showed them trying to pull off her, and she went and jumped back over there, pulling on her hair. Looked like that shit was so down. So I know that motherfucker hurt.
Yeah, well, see, look, I'm just gonna stop you because you're gonna keep going.
Okay.
Um, that's why you should have watched it. Not saying like right now, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying you should have watched it because the girl that you are talking about that did all this fighting and hoop rah shit,
Mm-hmm.
her name is Slim. The other girl that
Slim.
they kicked out, her name is Dia.
Dia and
And
Slim. Okay.
the Dia was very calm and was like one yeah, she was upset, but she wasn't trying to fight nobody.
Right. She was just like,
Um
I accept my fate.
but Slim from Baton Rouge was pissed off um about it. Honestly, I think that Dia Dia being upset about it is rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
But um oh, congrats, Crown, in 3 years. Let's fucking
3 years. Holy
go.
shit. Congrats, Cronin. Thank you so much.
Um but Dia so the reason why they was kicking Dia out was because they kept talking about like a language barrier, and I'm like, it's not like the girl does not speak English. She speaks English. She just has an accent. Everybody, in my opinion, has a fucking accent. And if it's not an accent, then you have different slang, different terminology.
Right.
Like that's still, if you want to consider that a language barrier, then consider that a language barrier. But that should not be your reasoning for kicking that girl out.
Right.
Slim, in my opinion, Slim didn't really have too much of like a reasoning, in my opinion, to like get and react the way she reacted,
Mm-hmm.
solely due to the fact that they were saying the claim that they had for Slim was she falls into the background, like she isn't like, I guess you could say noticeable. Like she's very pretty, very attractive, but when they go out, Slim may not be there. Like when they hanging out and doing baddie shot o'clock, Slim may
Mm-hmm.
not be there. Like she missing in action for one, and then for two, um, she just really the biggest
There we go.
thing. Thank you for the sub, Cronin.
Thank you
They
again.
just came through.
Anyway, have a good podcast. Bedtime for me. Blue collar jobs. Be like, I understand, Cronin. Thank you so much for coming through, dropping it.
Thanks for sliding.
36 months is crazy. I don't know how you've only been following me for 2 years and 11 months and 4 days, but the fact that you have more sub time. Oh, because they don't count. They count the whole entire month. So technically, your followage doesn't start until like the end of the month. Okay, I got it. I got it. Still though, thank you so much. Have a great night's sleep.
Rest well, Cronin.
Of course, of
Um,
course.
but what was I saying? Dang.
Slim ain't have no reason to be acting like all that.
Yeah. Her reason wasn't valid in my opinion because she wasn't like hands on. Like when they were in groups viewing the city, walking around and all of that shit, Slim was nowhere to be found. I
Right.
did not see Slim once. Like she just did not. I'm not gonna say she ain't fuck with the girls. It just didn't seem like she interacted with them a lot. Or was in the inner circle. She was just kind of there for a good time, not a long time type thing.
Right. Wasn't
But
actually
one
trying
thing
to do no actual baddie shit. She was just literally just there.
for the free trip, that's really what it felt like. She was there for the free trip and said that she went
That's
and
crazy.
going to the club to get paid to go to the club.
Can I say something real quick about that?
Yeah.
That's the most Baton Rouge shit ever.
Yep. Yep.
That is the like say what you want about this city, and I guarantee you there is a lot to say about this city.
Yeah.
But that is the most Baton Rouge shit ever to not want to further yourself, further your brand, make money, make connections. You go in there for a trip and vibes and you don't even want to go out and explore and do the vibes with everybody else. That's, I'm sorry, that is just too fucking funny to me.
Yeah, that is a very much BR type vibe. But that's really the vibe that she gave me.
Mm-hmm.
Was that. of she just really came for a free trip. And okay, like that's fine, but at least be noticeable. You couldn't hold down your position.
Right.
So the reason why she started fighting Diamond, the girl, and the part of the reason why I say you should have seen it, like watched it,
Mm-hmm.
because if you would have watched the whole thing, Slim really got her ass beat. It didn't look the last week or the week before last, before like when that was the preview for the upcoming week.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at that preview, um, did Slim win? The girl from Baton Rouge? Yes, she did. But actually watching the whole thing, Slim did not win, because when I tell you, it was like Slim was throwing in slow motion because Diamond was fucking her up.
Mm. While sitting down?
Well, it had progressed. They weren't sitting. She wasn't sitting down for that long because Slim had pushed her backwards.
Gotcha.
But
That's crazy.
when she got up, she was basically telling Slim that she did not want to fight because she just got her hair done, and
Right.
they were supposed to be going to the club
Some shit that she
after,
don't do.
after the meeting. And
Right.
she, that's what she had gotten her hair done for, so she not trying to fuck her hair up. Rightfully fucking so.
Rightfully so.
Well, Slim ain't give no fucks. Um, Slim attacked the girl while she was sitting down, and I specifically say attack because you didn't even have the respect to force me to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I guess technically you did force me to get up because you actually put your hands on me, which then caused me to really be wanting to beat your ass.
Right.
But after Slim had kind of like pushed the girl off of the fucking, I don't want to say push. I would more say that Diamond fell backwards trying to keep her hair out of the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Diamond stood her big ass up and took that fucking wig off herself, because she was like, "What you not gonna do is rip the wig off of me and rip my lace. Like, I'm gonna at least be able to put this wig back on,
Right.
and you're not about to take my wig off and steal a shit. Like, I just got this fucking wig."
Right.
And I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like bitches like Diamond, they will spend like 300-400 on a wig and a wig install. I'm not doing that shit.
Some real unnecessary shit.
Yeah, I just feel like, you can learn how to perfect it yourself. Because you can purchase that glue. Like, you're still sitting there and wasting the time doing it yourself or having somebody else to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not about to sit here and pay somebody $300 to literally glue something to my head, which probably won't last me long, depending on the glue that they use and how much I sweat.
Right.
Like, that shit is just crazy to me.
Yeah. It's crazy to
But
me too, because I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
go ahead.
from everything that I've learned when it comes to doing hair with you, especially, everything that I learned, the more that I see people charging all this fucking money for no reason, it just don't make no
It's
sense.
crazy.
It simply, I saw a wig. This lady was selling wigs. Everybody was like, come look at this crazy shit. But I know she wouldn't have made the website, and I know these prices wouldn't be there if somebody wasn't buying it. Tell me why there's wigs on there for $10,000, $12,000, $14,000. The
It was
cheapest,
a white lady.
yeah,
Yeah.
cheapest
And
one be like
so
8,000.
yeah, the white people are selling, and I wouldn't say that black people sell their wigs like black
Mm-hmm.
cosmetologists are selling their wigs like that. I
Mm-hmm.
think she probably sells her wigs like that because I saw that. I think she does hers like that because she ventilates them herself. Probably like their hand crafted. And when I say ventilates them herself, I mean like she has the needle, she has the human hair, she has the lace, and she is actually using that needle and threading that human hair through the lace itself. And that shit, because I have done it before for wigs that have gotten thick.
Mm-hmm.
I'll rip some of the hair out of the bundles and I'll reventilate the front of the wig so
Mm-hmm.
that it doesn't get thin so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit is so time consuming because you are doing that for damn near each individual strand.
So would you say her prices are fair for what she's charging?
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's fair because 10,000 wow, bro.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to say this until I asked you that and make sure I got the confirmation from your response. I'm sorry, but if I'm paying $10,000 for a fucking wig, that wig better put a love spell on the first motherfucker I see to where they start eating my ass immediately. Cause ten
Honestly,
thousand dollars
eating
is
my
in
ass after I shit. After
after
I shit.
after a shit, wipe it up, have a scat fetish, do a Cleveland
Yeah.
steamer with it. $10,000 on some fucking hair. $10,000 is literally what people get loans with. $10,000 is literally what you could buy a fucking car with. That's like down payment type shit. $10,000
10,
is
10,000, 10,000 basically was my college tuition for in-state at LSU
per year, right?
for a year,
And you are
for the
charging,
fall and spring semester
right? And you're charging one single person
without tops. I just
with,
want to put without tops.
for y'all don't know, TOPS is basically in state helping for tuition kids for like,
Yeah,
scholarship type
any
shit.
LSU, I mean any Louisiana residents, high school graduate, qualifies for TOPS, which is basically a federal grant, that each high school individual gets, but they only get it if they meet the GPA requirements and if they are going to college immediately after high school, so that that year that you graduate, May 2020 or whatever, you need to be in school come August 2020.
Yep. And that's basically $10,000 without including any extra additive benefits. So you're literally paying one person's college school year price. You're paying a down payment, somebody's down payment, somebody's loan. $10,000 is not easy to come across. $1,000 is
Mm-mm.
not easy to come across. $100
Mm-mm.
is barely easy to come across these days with a good fucking paying job that you don't have to slave over. So if $100 is hard to come across, if $1,000 is hard to come across, nigga, $10,000. That is 10
Wow.
$1,000. 10 1,000. I think I have to save up at least 3 months with my new good job just to approach $10,000. And you're charging that for. You want me to pay 3 months worth of budgeting? Or, no, 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 no. Because that's not including my bills for those months. You want me to pay 5 to 6 months worth of budgeting for some fucking hair that I'm gonna take out at the end of the day? I'm not gonna lie to you, Day. In the future, when we're like, more successful and have more money in our pockets, even if we were to have a net worth of $800,000 and counting, $10,000 would still be too much for a wig. If we win
Hell
the
yeah.
if we win the fucking lottery, we are set for life. Don't have to work a day again in our life while our money is compounding. Let's say the lottery is like $35 million. $10,000 on one fucking wig is still too much.
Hell yeah. And you gotta keep in mind, like, that's just buying the wig. Like, you still have to. Most people still go about paying to have somebody to install the wig.
Yep. Install. Make sure it's easy to put in, take out. Make sure they put that special glue in that won't like go away in case they sweat, because they people love to wear the wigs whenever they like go out and do something fun, like go to the club, start dancing, or go out and have a good time, or go on a date or some shit. So you want the good shit to make sure that the wig just doesn't fall off as soon as a breeze fly by in the wind. You're really charging $10,000.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
It's truly crazy what people like do these. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry to like keep getting off topic, but that's not the only shit that people be paying, like overpaying shit for something that's unnecessary when they can easily not spend as much money and still basically get the exact same type of value out of something.
yeah, I feel like the problem that some wealthy people have, or just simply just rich people have, is that they think, oh, just because it's more expensive, that means that it's better quality. And it's not, because
Right.
I will personally say My mama, you know, mama has a shit ton of purses,
Mm-hmm.
and she loves her Michael Kors.
Right.
But those most people that wear and have Michael Kors,
Mm-hmm.
and you wear their Michael Kors wear their bags frequently, not like how I wear mine, because I really like, I'm not carrying no big ass bag, no big ass Michael Kors bag around on LSU campus.
Yeah.
Um I don't want to be targeted for having money or having something that raises value or whatever.
Or raising
But
awareness.
that the straps on that bag, like that, the you wearing that shit consistently, that shit peels. But
Yeah.
them motherfucking purses are expensive as hell. So just because you sit here and you pay 200-300 for a bag,
Doesn't
and
mean
you
it's a
wear that
quality
bag for a
bag.
month,
Mm-hmm.
you're still taking you're like the bag is still going to take some damage. It doesn't matter that you just paid 200-300 for this bag, and I got a knockoff that looks damn near similar to what the hell you got, and I only spent 30.
Yep.
Which is why I have no problem with getting, like, quote unquote designer bags from Ross or from Michaels, so on and so forth, because, or I could also get it from the actual company's website, but I'm gonna be waiting to put that shit on clearance.
Right. And it doesn't even have to just be for fashion and stuff too. It can also go into like normal everyday stuff that you use, like computers and on the tech side. Because I like to, I like to build computers. I'm a computer guy. So of course I like research and I like to go to the extremes. What's the most expensive? What's the cheap, most inexpensive that I can go for something? For the most expensive way that you can go, there is a computer case. Now, mind you, when I'm talking about the case, you know what I'm talking about, the
Oh, you
thing that
talking
holds
about
it up. Oh no,
the
not that.
travel case.
No, not the travel case. That
Oh,
was definitely some bullshit. That $2,000 for a case to hold your computer case that won't even fit all the computers is some fucking bullshit. But not just that. There is an actual computer case that costs fucking it costs $1,000 just to hold everything. Not the cooler, not the motherboard, not the RAM, not the graphics card. The case itself is $1,000. And then you go over to the motherboard. The motherboard is $4,000 because it can hold a lot of shit on there. It can hold all the space, but it's something that people won't need to use. This is something that businesses buy for servers to hold on data, to hold their websites, make sure that they use and whatnot. But some people just buy it for their own personal gaming stuff. Or, or my most favorite one, the most recent graphics card that dropped started out at $1,600. Right now, it's available for $2,000 minimum, any and everywhere that you want to go. And it's never needed. It's not something that you need to do. You just have it just to have it. It plays games kind of better, or it makes the games look kind of better. When it having the better looking game doesn't mean that it's gonna be a better game experience. Like, yeah, it
right.
can look good, but after it looks good, where do you go from there? The gameplay isn't good. The game isn't fun. The game isn't interesting. There is nothing for you to have value. You basically have $2,000 sitting in your fucking. You have $2,000 sitting in your fucking computer doing nothing. But the other person who spent, for example, $500 on their laptop for their girlfriend is having all of the fun in the world, and they're able to play Minecraft, Fortnite, Overwatch, fucking Spider-Man, God of War. They can play any game that they want to and still get the exact same type of value and fun factor. But because you want to play the game that took 20 years to make, so many directors, so many different takes, and all it is just a glorified life simulator just for it to look good. But everybody wants, like, no, that shit just blows me. So I don't know. I think it's just a consumer type thing. People just want shit just to say that they have it because
Yeah, I feel like it's a societal thing in general. And
yeah,
I, like, originally I said that it was like a rich or wealthy people thing, but it's not even them. Like, because I wouldn't say that me and my family are rich or wealthy. I
Mm-hmm.
would say, we're probably well off in most cases,
Yeah.
but um like, we still like, expensive things.
Yeah.
But just yet again, just because they're expensive does not mean that it is of good quality.
Yes. And that's all I be trying to say. That's
Because
all.
that's a thing that I feel like people have to realize when it comes to cars.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm specifically thinking about cars because I feel like people be like, oh, I got this car, I get this car, like all of this flashy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you sit here and you buy a fucking Infinity. It's a technically considered a luxury SUV, but Infinities, from my understanding, be having a whole bunch of under the hood problems.
Yep. Because they
Or
get
if
their
you get
part.
a BMW, you are like, you know,
Yeah. Because Infinity, if I'm correct, Infinity is under like Toyota, I think so. Like they get the same like shit that's going on with them, but they also inherit the same problems that Toyota would have. So it's like, ugh. Same thing with like people who either get a Ford and nobody wants to really stick with Ford. They want to go classy. Oh, let me go with Jag. Jag is basically the luxury version of Ford, meaning they use the exact same parts. You're just buying the name brand of Jag. It's cool. It's wealth. It's what rich people have. But you're also inheriting rich people problems. They are notoriously known to break down a lot,
mhm.
i.e., they have fucking shit from Ford. What are you doing with your life? Like, you would rather spend all this money on a name brand car just because you have it available. You would spend all of your money on a name brand car because you have it available, but the Honda Civic or the Honda Accord that just recently released at the exact same time looks the same, drives the same, has the same features, has the turbo that your car has, fucking has interior leather, heated and cooled seats, and you only have to pay a total of $27,000 just for it to start off. Nah, I
I ain't
just
even
gotta.
gonna hold you. Honda has these HRVs that I was looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which I'm still not wanting to necessarily get a new car, but if I do, I'm not gonna be mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
All I could do is really move forward. But them motherfuckers look clean. Like the picture, I feel like the picture online just didn't do it any justice, but like in person, for
Mm-hmm.
me, like them motherfuckers is sexy.
Yeah.
And that's why I was saying, I think this weekend I said it. I was like, just because it's, our dream car doesn't mean that it's a car that fits into our life.
Right. And that's like literally that's really all that matters at the end of the day. Whatever fits into your life, as in the full encompassing it. So not is this a car for me? Can I run it? Does it have like all the features that I want? Will it be good for my kids? But also the fucking price, because price matters. So you're looking at the CRV, you're like, this is good. I think I'm gonna like this. You're not gonna think, you know what? I just got a raise. My husband is doing good in life. You know what? I'm gonna go over to Acura and see what they have. You're getting a fucking Honda with the name brand of Acura. You're overpaying all this money. You're overpaying all this money for what? The engines are the same, the interior is the same, the wheels are the same, the rims are the same. The mileage is even around the exact same. You're just paying for the name brand Acura because it's Acura. So the CRV is good, but nah, the new Acura LX, that's the one that you want because of Acura and you can afford it. You might as well. Like, what are you doing with your
Yeah.
Honestly though, I was looking
That's
at those Hondas and that Honda, that's the same. The one that you were looking at that you showed me, that Honda is the exact same one that I almost got when we went looking for cars at one time.
Not that one, because the one I sent you was a 2025.
Well, no, it's not the exact same one, but it was the same type. It was a CRV, is what I'm trying to say.
No, this is a HRV.
CRV, HRV, LTV, STV, HIV. They all are the same type of car. And you can't convince me that they not.
Okay. But yeah, so that was that.
Yeah. Stop
That
buying
was the
luxury.
fight between Slim and Diamond.
Girl, I forgot we was
But
talking about baddies.
but in the midst of I guess I won't, like, I had taken notes because I was smoking and I didn't want to forget.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, at the same time, I ain't gonna hold you, I did not think that we were gonna start on time. And we didn't, but I'm not tripping on it because I was kind of already mentally prepared.
I don't know if I should be happy or sad that I wasn't able to meet your expectations while also meeting your expectations.
It should be bittersweet in my opinion. But
Okay.
but
That
I
was
don't know. I had taken notes. I don't know if I want to talk about every single thing because you didn't get to watch.
I mean, you can talk about the stuff that you like really want to talk about, that you think is like really important enough to talk about. Because truth be told, I personally don't think that there was anything that happened of notoriety during the middle of the episode,
Okay.
from my understanding. But if you think that there is something, please tell me.
No, that's fine. One thing I don't like one person that I wanna like, but I'm not really fucking with is Meatball.
Yeah, is that the girl that I sent you that picture of?
Yeah, her.
Y'all, I'm gonna show you this picture, but holy shit. You are in a club. The name of the show is called Baddies. Everything about the show is about y'all looking good. You're not gonna look good 100% of the time, no. But whenever you go out and it's time to show out, you basically typically want to show out pretty much every time. Why does this girl look like this? She has her stomach out, her shirt pulled up to a crop top. She has on boy shorts, and there is nothing wrong with what I'm describing, what she's wearing. There is nothing.
Put it on the screen yet.
Oh no, I can't put it on the screen because I took the picture on my thing. I gotta
okay.
I won't put it on the screen for the video, for the YouTube video. But there is nothing wrong with her wearing these clothes. There is nothing wrong with her looking like this.
It's more so the fact that she looks like that when they're going to a club. Honestly, when she was in the club, y'all, she had on black capris, a black short sleeve shirt, and a red or pink looking bandana tied over her head as if she was doing deep spring cleaning type shit.
Or looking like Biggie from fucking Baddies East trying to start a fight.
Yeah, like she did not have on like any, I don't really want to say dress clothes, but she had on like no decent clothes, like clothes that you would want people to see you take pictures with you in. Like she was literally she just had on like house clothes, like in the house type clothes.
Like there was
like
no
honestly,
type of
even like if I had somebody come into my house that like was like dropping something off, like they weren't really friends, this was the first time them being there, I wouldn't even wear that.
Like I don't know.
Unless it's their first time coming to the house and we super close. I wouldn't even fucking wear that shit because it was not presentable at all. Like the girl could have at least put on a dress. And because there are some people that's like, oh, well, I don't really like dressing up if I'm on my period and all of that. I'm on my menstrual, I'm not dressing up. Okay, baby, that's fine. You could have put on the dress.
Right.
And if you don't like dresses, you could have put on some jeans and a nice shirt.
Right. Like you could have done anything just to make yourself look more presentable.
Yeah.
Like, and I cannot stress what I'm about to say enough. But you know, I don't give a flying fuck about looking presentable. I don't care what people think of me. I don't care what they have to say. But holy shit, if you're going to show up, if everybody is showing up to show out, you fucking look like you are wanting to show up so you can show out. Not like you finna beat a bitch. Not like you basically look like you're like on your cycle and you're just trying to be comfortable. Not like you just got out of jail and you ain't got no clothes. Like, oh my god. Have some fucking decorum. Oh my god. That shit was insane to me. I saw that in the preview and I was for the beginning of the show and I'm like, what the hell is she wearing? Why is she wearing that? Why is she at the club? And why are people enjoying and twerking on her looking like this? You got everybody else in these fine ass outfits, looking good as hell, twerking, getting grinded on, jumping up, doing some Jamaican type shit. And then you got Meatball looking like she fucking just woke up out of bed.
She did look like she just worked. It's crazy.
I think she had her hair wrapped up too. Like you couldn't see nothing.
She had on a bandana, Jordan. She had a bandana tied over her head.
Like, I don't. That shit low key pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit low key pissed me off. But yeah, that was that because I saw that had happened, and we had already talked about old girl who still says nigga is allowed, but for the ending of the show, for the preview for the next episode, it looked like everybody was starting to confront her again, which is well. I haven't been watching like keeping up with the most recent episodes, but it looked like they were trying to kick her out and trying to confront her. So that looked interesting for the next episode, especially when I seen Scotty get a little quick 2-piece combo on her. I'm like, damn, Scotty coming for it. It was a mean
I
one
ain't gonna
too.
hold you. That shit was kind of sexy the way she swung on that bitch. Like
no,
that.
because she was so calm with it. She was like, "Oh, what's up? What you talking about?" And then just right there in the jaw. You heard
me.
You heard the
Me.
Yeah, I was like,
Me.
damn. Wait a minute, you gotta hit the hell. Literally. I'm like, okay. That was interesting. But then it just delved into some basically everybody fighting everybody. You got old girl Gretchen, the white Hispanic who says nigga, and I'm gonna keep calling her that because that's exactly what she is. You have Gretchen who basically was fighting her friend, quote unquote, the only one that looked like, I don't know, she's the only one, but only one I saw that looked like she tolerated her in the beginning of the episode. They was fighting and they was going at it.
So let me let you know. So the girl she was talking to, her name is Callie. That's Blueface sister.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. I like Callie. But I like Callie, but the person that I love, and when I say I love, I mean I love, is Tink.
Tink. That name sounds familiar.
I think you mentioned her, but that was the girl. You didn't mention her today, but I feel like we talked about her before. But she was like on Twitter, and they was kind of coming at her because her face is a different color. Without makeup, her face is a different color from her neck and the rest of her body. She looked like she was bleaching her skin or something.
I do remember her. That's
yeah, but I'm not even gonna lie to you. She's sexy.
No, she's pretty as hell. Fine face, fine body, knows how to make herself look approachable at the same time sexy as hell. Like that's some real shit that you try to go for in the first. Like that's the type of person that you approach up in public or in a club or some shit and you willing to go talk to her. That was so crazy the way she looked like in that picture, but I'm not even gonna talk about that because she still did look good.
Yeah, she Wait, she could do some things to me, man.
I mean, I was gonna make a comment about that, but to be honest, I understand because I feel the exact same way about Angel Reese. I'm sorry.
Ew.
I'm sorry. I'm officially coming out as a Reese's Pieces. A Reese's Pieces.
Ew,
I'm sorry.
Jordan.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Anybody else but.
What did Angel Reese do? And I need you to be completely honest with me.
I don't like bitches that I just feel like are so cocky. I just don't. I just don't like them.
I understand where you're coming from. Me personally, I don't mind it because I mean somebody has to be it. You ain't never going to go without somebody being cocky. But if you could back it up, then just go ahead, go for it. Especially if can't nobody take your spot. And from what I've seen, can't nobody take her spot. She for damn sure can back up the shit that she talks. I mean, it doesn't work out all the time, but nothing is 100%. So I'm still a Reese's Pieces though. Like I'm sorry, I still I'm a Reese's Pieces. She can do whatever the fuck she wants to me, even if she just wants to humiliate me in the game of 21. I will get humiliated in that game of 21, and I will out on the outside I'll just be looking hurt, and everybody will be like, "Damn, what's wrong with you?" But on the inside, I'm just like, and you can't tell me anything differently.
I'm hurt.
Why you hurt?
Her of all people, Jordan.
But Day, you have no legitimate criticism of her other than the fact that she's cocky.
Yeah, and like I just can't. I'm a demisexual, and I just cannot become attracted to somebody.
Yeah, I know. Like you can't be attracted to somebody.
I can't. I cannot. We couldn't even be friends, honestly.
Nah, I'm sorry. She got it. She got it. Especially, I think it's also because I'm a sports person. Like me being a sports person, it does not help because I know that when you playing sports, it is hard as hell to keep that same level of not only energy but also goodness, but also like your skill for the sport that you're playing.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Speaking of sports, I'm interrupting you.
No, go ahead.
How do you feel about women, like girls that you date, like be like into sports just as you are into sports? Like, and when I say that, I mean like yelling at the TV, like that typical man Super Bowl rival game type thing. How do you feel about women having doing the same thing or reacting in the same mannerisms as a man because they are as typically as a man because that woman is such a big fan?
It makes my dick hard. It makes my dick hard. Like I will legit get wet at the fact of the thought of you just being the mere thought of hearing you scream at if you were in the fucking dorm room with me in 2019 February when I saw the worst call officiated and you screamed just as loud as I did and called bullshit, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have proposed to you right then and there. It makes my fucking dick hard. I am huge on sports. I am huge on personality. So if you show personality in sports in the same team that I like, because I'm passionate, I'm passionate, I'm gonna go hard. So if we have that exact same thing in common, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna get the best schmeat of your entire life that night.
I love the thought of that.
You can say the thought of it all you want.
That's one thing that I said I wanted us to do this winter when it was prime football season type thing, because you don't really watch basketball like that. I like watching basketball.
I don't watch enough basketball. Let's put it like that.
I can sit there and I could just watch basketball. Like I could just sit there and watch. And I could watch it to the point where I will eventually get when I go to a game, you probably won't see me get up and yell and like, "Dad, like what the fuck, like ref, like nothing, like
Right.
shit like that,"
Yeah.
because I feel like I have to compose myself.
I mean, yeah.
And but
But
at home, I I do be I be like when I get in the zone about some basketball,
mhm.
and I can't play basketball probably a lick. A suck. I could probably play football way better, and I don't know much about football.
Yeah, and I understand that. I do understand that because to be honest, I personally feel like I'm the same. I personally feel like I can watch basketball. To be honest with you, I can watch any sport that I know about, that I know the rules, and that I'm moderately interested in for however long that I need to. My favorite is football, but I can watch basketball, I can watch baseball, I can watch soccer, tennis. I can watch them all, and I will not be bored in any type of manner. So you saying that, I'm not gonna lie, we kind of got to get our sports game up and start watching more sports games. And we have to start finding streaming sites because I refuse to pay fucking thousands of dollars for a streaming service to watch sports when it used to be free and come with cable. That will forever piss me off. That shit will forever fucking piss me off. We used to have it so good. We used to have it so easy. It was always cable. You can just do it on cable. You can just have it. Make sure you get the cable package. But no, niggas want to fucking go to streaming now. Everybody wants to do streaming now. Like, bro, fuck off. Suck the fattest dick that you can possibly think of.
The thing is that um there's so many people nowadays, and it's so sad, but there's so many people nowadays that are just selfish
Yeah,
and they're money hungry, and they don't care if it has a negative effect on like the overall economy, you know.
yeah.
So,
I think the
and it's
worst.
sad, but
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just saying it's sad, but I mean, you know.
I think the worst part about it is that it's the wrong people who are money hungry because it's always the people at the top just trying to get more and more money when it don't even need to be like that. You already have a shit ton of money, and I cannot stress enough, you have a shit ton of money. You do not need to add more. Every quarter does not need to be we've we've doubled our profits, we've tripled our profits, we've quadrupled our profits. Every fucking quarter does not need to be that. Because eventually it's gonna come down. Eventually it's gonna be, wait a minute, we didn't double our profits this time. We're under. We're not doing what we usually do. As a matter of fact, these are the lowest numbers that we've ever hit in years. What the fuck is going on? We just tripled our profits. And it's all from you being a greedy bitch. Netflix. I'm looking at you, Netflix. Because what the fuck do you mean $6.99 for ads? Netflix never had ads. Netflix never once considered ads. It took 23 years. And Netflix put ads on that bitch. All the increases, all the fucking policy changes, all the canceled shows, everybody had something positive to say about Netflix. Everybody had something positive to say about Netflix. No matter what happened, even during the streaming boom era, when everybody needed everybody wanted a streaming service for some reason, Netflix always reigned on top as be like, okay, yeah, Netflix has this. I like Netflix. I like this show that's on Netflix. I like this, and that. And it was always a positive thing. And you go out and you give us ads and you take away the ability to share passwords without paying money. Like, what the fuck are we doing? It's 10:56 for you. So I think we should go ahead and call it at that for the podcast. What do you think?
Okay.
Yep. It was a great podcast. Great nights. That was the podcast. Make sure y'all like, follow, well, like, follow, share. Make sure y'all hit us up on our Twitch channel. God damn it!
Hmm.
You want to chastise me or you want to help me?
Make sure that you guys come back next time
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and that you follow each of our Twitch channels
Mm-hmm.
as well as YouTube channels and other social media platforms.
Wavy Gamer 18 on everything and Nice Baby Day on everything.
Everything.
I don't like how slow you started talking. That made me feel some type of way.
Oh, how that made you feel, Papa?
It made me feel like you was like you don't take me seriously.
No, can't be.
Okay, with all the sarcasm in there, I think it's about time. That's the episode. Thank y'all for coming through and see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.